Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. Sorry, I was handing you that.
Yes,
I was like, I need somebody to take the kitty.
Yes, we have the kitty.
We were dancing with Hello Kitties because we were in this cool Osaka apartment. And yeah.
They supplied us with Hello Kitty pillows.
They did.
Because they knew. They looked us up
did.
And they were like, they do a live podcast and they dance at the beginning. They need something to dance with.
There you go.
Obviously, we
There's
should
really
give
good
them...
host culture here, you know?
Yeah.
I
can't
imagine
believe we
it's
didn't
more
do
like
this
when you
last
go to
week.
Hawaii and they put the lei on you when you get off the plane. It's just as soon
yeah.
as you touch down on the tarmac in Japan, they hand you a Hello Kitty.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
Piece
I
of
love
merch.
That. Yeah, absolutely. Well, wow, this is going to be my last Drunk Bible Study in Asia for a while, which is pretty amazing. It's sad, but you know what? It's okay. I'm ready to go back to the U.S. It'll be good. Yeah.
What do you feel like you've learned doing Drunk Bible Study in Asia?
Wow, my
As far as all the
goodness.
drinks and all the Bibles that you've read and all the Christians you've met.
I've met so many
time.
Christians. I feel like I've learned that it is difficult to drink and go do a job afterwards. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned.
I learned that years ago.
And I've learned that drinking in the morning just sets like a slightly different tone for the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you have said. But no, I've had a lot of fun, and Asia is wonderful.
Yeah, I feel like the tone it sets for my day is always just the day is done. That's the day is shot.
I didn't have
that's
that
it.
luxury. Yes. No, but I get that. I do get that for sure. Okay. Well, last week we did the unthinkable. We read so many chapters and so many names,
So
like
many
635 or something to be exact.
We donated like $637 or something to the Ali Forney Center. So that was our telethon.
Yeah. All thanks to the magic of First Chronicles.
Yeah.
I don't know
And viewers
how
like
magical
you.
it is. Yes, and viewers like you. Well done. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. So today we're going to actually get some real story.
Wow.
Which
what a concept.
I don't even know what to expect, really. I know that David is involved.
So it's kind of a recap. It's a reboot
Yeah.
It's a
of
big
the
recap.
Saul and David story.
Is that all Chronicles is?
No, I think it goes on farther than just them, but they're a big part of it. Like David and Saul and those guys are a big part of Chronicles.
Can I just
At least
ask,
First Chronicles.
why are we doing this again? Like,
You mean this whole podcast?
No,
Why are we doing
yes, but why did they decide to retell this story when it was told perfectly fine like a couple chapters ago?
Well,
okay, where to start? Where to start?
I mean, I guess we're going to get that a lot in the New Testament, but I don't know.
why do we need to reboot every single Star Wars and Marvel property? It's the hunt for more money.
Is that it? Was that why it was written again? Why it was told again?
It's because First and Second Kings was so popular
Got it.
that the Bible writers wanted to cash in on rebooting it.
Yeah, we need it for a modern generation.
Right.
I see. Okay. So this is going to be somehow like more modern and with better special effects?
Ooh, yes,
Ooh,
definitely
yeah.
more.
Okay,
Definitely
okay.
more special effects.
Got it.
For
They
sure.
could be worse. It could be sort of when they remastered the Star Wars movies.
Boy.
It could be that kind of like,
So
we know
like
how
a
to do CG
like a George
now.
Lucas
and-
treatment
right.
of.
It's
That is
possible.
funny to imagine.
I appreciated that I was able to see those movies in theaters, but that you know there were parts of that movie, those
No,
movies
because
that
the
were
George
not as
Lucas
good.
treatment would be like the famous scene of Saul pooping in the cave,
Mm.
and then like
like
a freaking CG X-wing just comes
Yes.
in.
There you go. Yes, exactly.
Well, as a reminder, so
gosh.
just something to have floating in the back of your minds is our original casting for some of the main, most important characters. So we cast Saul as Adam Driver,
Mm.
Oh, right.
or we cast Adam Driver as Saul, I should
Okay.
say.
Right.
Saul's son Jonathan was played by Timothy Chalamet. Timothy.
Timothy.
And then David was played by Sebastian Stan. Now, all of these are still people for a modern generation, I feel. They're still young, they're still hot, they're still fresh.
Yes.
However, we are rebooting. And we could recast when we reboot.
Yeah.
Which could be fun, right? Could get us more people in our movie. And maybe we have those guys all do cameos, right? Where Sebastian Stan plays like, I don't know, the advisor to the king or something, so that true fans of the original go, oh yeah, there he is.
They'll be like, oh, Sebastian Stan, he's so old now.
Right. Timothy Chalamet, he's so old now.
So decrepit now.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure.
Well, so we'll see how, maybe we do a little bit of reading and we see how it goes, because I don't think Saul is going to be around for very long. Just quick spoilers.
Okay.
So that may influence how much decision-making power and time we spend on that character.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we do have a lot of people still on our list that we want to cast.
That's true.
That we haven't yet.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something to think about.
Why is George Clooney so big on our list? George Clooney. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. We put him in a way bigger font.
What is happening there?
Just really wanted to make sure. I think his agent is like pitching him hard now.
I see. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, so Brady in the chat is saying we should cast it all with TikTok stars. But I'm going to say no. We do want this to still be a salvageable show.
Yeah, and listen, I don't even have a TikTok. I don't
stand
know
the test
who
of
those stars are.
Longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Shall we do this?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What are you drinking? Because I'm drinking something that I don't like very much, but I'm drinking it.
Well, you always have these like really beautiful, perfect, wonderful, delicious drinks. And so sometimes you got to take one for the team.
I'm having sake with green tea, and I don't know. I thought it would be good, and it's not. It's really not. So we're going to just power through. But yeah. Jace, is yours better?
Oh, yeah. Mine's not bad. Yeah.
What are you drinking?
So mine is sake mixed with, so we had this non-alcoholic chuhai that was like a plum flavor. And so I mixed mine with sake to make it re-alcoholic again. And it's great.
Okay, nice. You had to bring your own alcohol, as it were.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having I guess a chuhai. It's pineapple flavored, but it's called in Japanese a zeitaku shibori, which I guess I would literally translate as a luxurious squeeze.
My.
Does it feel luxurious in your mouth?
It's very pineapple-y and delicious, I will say. I feel like I'm at a beach resort.
Right. And then Emily and I are also double fisting with Earl Grey teas because it is 10 in the morning. So,
yes.
You know.
Yeah. And that honestly is helping take the taste of this other thing out of my mouth. Thank goodness.
Great. Good. Okay. Well.
All right.
With that, I guess it's time that we start doing this. Okay. Today, we're going to be continuing on with the most epic of books, the book of 1 Chronicles, chapters 10 through 12. And then we're also going to be reading some wisdom from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4. As we get started, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen to us while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, it is 1 Chronicles, chapter 10. All right, 1 Chronicles chapter 10. Now, the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain on Mount Gilboa.
Again, I'm just like, who is this writer who just, goes back and forth like all of a sudden we're whiplashed over to this actual story.
Right. Yeah.
After we had to write all these names down. It's very strange to me.
Yeah, like why pick this point in the story? Maybe it'll become clear as we read.
I mean, I do appreciate, though, that, if you imagine the first 9 chapters didn't happen, right? That was just sort of the obligatory...
I wish I could imagine that.
Right.
Yeah, but it did, unfortunately.
That was the obligatory forward. But I like this. So in the original, right, in 1st and 2nd Kings, it was kind of this, we had this slow burn up to like, okay, people want a king. They're trying to figure that out. And in the reboot, they're like, you know what? Audiences want to get grabbed right away by action. And so like, what if
X-Wings, slide CG X-Wings
CG
right
X-Wings,
in your face.
Lots of CG aliens fighting each other. Those are the
Mhm.
Philistines. And then everyone's running away from them and falling down on the mountain while it's erupting or something. Right? It's like we're going big special effects, really
Wow. It's
dropping
It's like the
you.
opening of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
right in there. Okay,
You got
great.
it.
Good. Thank you for
Amazing.
setting the scene for us.
Okay, here we go.
The Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons, and the Philistines killed Jonathan. Ooh, sad.
No.
Jeez.
And Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. The battle went sore against Saul, and the archers overtook him, and he was distressed by reason of the archers. Then said Saul to his armor bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through therewith,
Oh, yeah, I remember
lest these
this.
uncircumcised come and abuse me." Yeah.
The uncircumcised, that's what he was worried
That's-
about.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, I do remember this from before when he tried to get his assistant to kill him. And I think his assistant's like, I don't think I can do
Yeah, I'm
that.
about to read that part.
But what I wanted to say is that in the message, the translation here is great. So Saul said to his armor bearer, "Draw your sword and finish me off before these pagan pigs get to me and make a sport of my body."
What does that mean?
Whoa.
Are they gonna
Yikes.
like
Yikos.
defile him somehow?
I think that's what he's
That would be the
implying.
hot thing to do in this day and age.
My
That's true.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
Well, at the very least, put a head on a spike, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's
cut
doing
his
it.
head off and
Yeah.
Okay.
But his armor bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell on it. When his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, this is a real action-packed way to start your movie, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It is the gritty reboot
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
for
We're
sure.
going straight to the
Okay.
death.
Okay.
Wow.
Great. So we could think about that in casting too.
Okay.
Like
I
who would
mean,
be people
Adam
for
Driver's
a real
pretty
gritty kind of.
But would you throw him away on this like 30-second scene?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Probably not. This should be some nobody, like
Oh.
getting his what?
No, I know who it should be.
Who?
We've maybe already cast him in something, but I think we could use him again, which is what's his name? Ned Stark.
Oh, yeah, Boromir.
No,
Right.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
I'm pretty sure we've cast him already, but let's see. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
cast him as Nahum
Nahum.
back in the day.
Right, but any major character who gets killed really early
Could
should
be
be
Sean
Sean
Bean.
Bean.
Yeah.
So I think
Well,
yeah.
let's consider it.
Okay.
Let's see
Okay.
how this book,
Yeah.
how this
Okay.
whole story shapes up. All right. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and all his house died together. When all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. It happened on the next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa.
Oh, I see. Like strip them of
Of
any fun things that
Yes.
they happen to have on their person.
They
Okay.
stripped him and took his head and his armor and sent into the land of the Philistines round about to carry the news to their idols and to the people. They put his armor in the house of their gods and fastened his head in the house of Dagon.
right,
Whoa.
Dagon. We haven't heard from Dagon in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
Yeah.
B-side for sure. When all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons and brought them to Jabesh and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his trespass which he committed against Yahweh because of the word of Yahweh which he didn't keep, and also because he asked counsel of one who had a familiar spirit to inquire thereby.
He went to a witch.
He went to the witch,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Witch?
Classic.
And didn't inquire of Yahweh. Therefore he killed him and turned the kingdom to David, the son of Jesse.
Just
Yay, David's
Wow.
back.
Okay.
David.
Yay.
Yay.
Wow.
I feel like if this one's going to be a show and not a movie, I'm not sure which, right? I
Mhm.
think we go back and forth. But if it's
Oh,
a
yeah, some of them were
show,
movies.
this is like all of that happened before you get the opening title.
Mm.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and then we get the-
get
That's
the
the
title.
cold
First
open.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First. Yeah. First Kings 2, First Chronicles. Yeah.
First Kings 1 part or 2 part 1.
First Chronicles : Legend of First Kings, maybe.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Wow.
That's
Kind
good.
of give homage to the original.
Gosh. Yeah, so Saul was the first king, but then David was the second king?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
but still in
Okay.
First Kings.
Okay, yeah, but like, sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I
but
guess-
technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue on. First Chronicles, chapter 11. Then all Israel assembled before David at Hebron. I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah,
reading the
I was
Message
like, what?
version.
What?
No.
Because I got to this line where it says, "Look at us," they said. I'm like, that's not, and something's not
That's
right
not
here.
it. That's not
Okay,
it.
here we go again. Then all Israel gathered themselves to David to Hebron, saying, "Behold, we are your bone and your flesh. In times past, even when Saul was king, it was you who led out and brought in Israel. And Yahweh your God said to you, you shall be shepherd of my people Israel, and you shall be prince over my people Israel." So all the elders of Israel came to the king to Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before Yahweh, and they anointed David king over Israel, according to the word of Yahweh by Samuel. Oh yeah, Samuel.
Who was
Forgot about that
was
guy.
Samuel David's? No, was he even related to David?
No.
Okay, he died. Didn't he fall off a chair and die?
Yes, he fell off a
He
chair.
fell off a stool.
Yes.
You remembered the important part.
Yes, but what? How was he related?
The priest
Okay.
/ the prophet
Yeah.
who
Okay.
initially anointed Saul,
Okay,
then David, after Saul was a bad boy.
got
Yeah.
it. Okay, got it.
And I guess he prophesied about David, perhaps? Maybe he was the one who told him to seek out this ruddy boy. I forget.
Oh yeah,
how
wasn't
that went
David
down.
like his apprentice or something?
No, David
Oh.
played the harp for
Oh,
Saul.
Right.
Oh yeah.
He was his
Yes.
musician.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. David and all Israel went to Jerusalem. The same is Jebus. And the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, were there. The inhabitants of Jebus said to David, "You shall not come in here." Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion. The name is the
wow.
city of David. I like that. They're like, we actually don't want you here, David. And he's like, how about I take it anyway and rename it after myself?
Cool.
How about that? David said, "Whoever strikes the Jebusites first shall be chief and captain." Joab, the son of Zeruiah, went up first and was made chief. David lived in the stronghold, therefore they called it the city of David.
There's so many cities of David.
Yeah.
I think it's still the same city.
Oh,
But he
okay,
took over
okay.
Jebus, a.k.a. Jerusalem.
But Bethlehem is also known as the city of David. There's a lot of cities of
shit.
David.
Right.
Oh, see.
Gosh, okay, all right. But so he actually lived in this place, and that's why they called it the city of David. Maybe he moved later. I don't know. He built the city roundabout, from Millo, even roundabout. And Joab repaired the rest of the city. David grew greater and greater, for Yahweh of hosts was with him.
Yeah, they
Boy,
they
wasn't
had
he.
quite a relationship.
Now these are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who shown themselves strong with him in his kingdom, together with all Israel, to make him king, according to the word of Yahweh concerning Israel. Oh boy, a list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Mm-hmm.
This is the number of the mighty men whom David had, Joshobim. That's so cool.
That's a cool name.
That's really cool. Joshobim, the son of a Hakmonite, the chief of the 30. He lifted up his spear against 300 and killed them one at a time.
Mine says killed them at one time.
Oh, yeah.
Like all
you're
like
right.
All at
Once?
once?
300 straight through all 300 of them.
That's
It's just a real shish kebab. Does the
Yeah,
message
exactly.
clarify that?
Yeah, let's see
It'll
what
probably
the
say the
message
same
says.
thing, roughly.
About Joshobim?
Joshobim. Okay, so the ones who linked arms with him, that's what they call them
Oh.
here. Let's see here. Joshobim, the son of Hakmoni, was chief of the 30 single-handedly. He killed 300
Okay.
men,
Okay.
killing them all in one skirmish. A little less
Interesting.
exciting. I think in ours, though, with this new and improved VFX budget,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
it's one spear.
Can you
in slow
No,
imagine?
it's going to be
motion.
like
Does
it's going
the
to be
spear
like the Matrix
extend?
Reloaded.
Yeah,
With that
exactly.
Agent Smith scene.
Yeah,
Oh,
where it
gosh.
looks like
That
a
looks-
video game.
and it
the
looks
whole
like
time.
trash.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that was not a good film.
No, it was not.
No.
Okay, yeah. So he killed them all at one time in a cool CG animated thing. After him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, who was one of the 3 mighty men. He was with David at Pasdamim, and there the Philistines were gathered together to battle, where was a plot of ground full of barley. And the people fled from before the Philistines. They stood in the midst of the plot and defended it and killed the Philistines, and Yahweh saved them by a great victory.
Cool.
And that was how
Yeah.
that Sting song came about.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. As we
Love
kill
the
Philistines in fields of gold.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
oh my.
That classic Sting song. 3 of the 30 men went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam, and the host of the Philistines were encamped in the valley of Rephaim. David was then in the stronghold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me water to drink of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate."
What a little princess. What's
Yeah.
going
Princess.
on?
With someone like, get it yourself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so these are why these are his three bros.
Oh.
Because they were like, you know what? Let's get it for him. The three broke through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate and took it and brought it to David. But David would not drink of it, but poured it out to Yahweh.
Okay, if I was one of those
course
three
he did.
dudes,
Yeah.
I would be like, screw you.
Of
So
course
mad.
he did. Let's pour one out for Yahweh because Yahweh is the only one that I care about.
Yeah. And so his friends start to get mad at him, and then he decides to get really metal. So he pours it out to Yahweh and said, "My God, forbid it me that I should do this. Shall I drink the blood of these men who have put their lives in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their lives they brought it." Therefore, he would not drink it.
So he's trying to reframe.
Yeah.
He's like, you risked your life
To get
To
me this
get me
water,
this-
so I'm not going to drink
to
it.
go on this arbitrary, random freaking task.
Yeah.
That seems just kind of like a slap in the face to these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
don't
bro,
know.
come on.
Just
Yeah.
like, dude,
Come
just
on.
drink it and like it, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
They're like, but we already did that thing. Like, you're not protecting us
Right.
anymore. Just drink
Right.
it now. We
Yeah,
did the
please.
work.
So wait, I forget this. Did David and God have like a relationship where they spoke to one another? Did God actually speak to him? Or was it just a feeling? Was it just written?
They did.
Isn't
Okay.
David among the prophets? I think he did
I
speak
think he
to him.
did. Yeah.
Okay. They did actually have a conversation or two.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out in the recap.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
We'll
hope
see
so.
what they decide to
maybe.
do in this version.
Maybe.
I do like how fast-paced this is so
Yeah,
far.
it's-
Yeah,
breakneck
I'm
speed.
like, wait, you guys said that this was going to be a long book, and yet here
Yeah, like what happened? We're going to finish the story of David. in another chapter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So these things did the three mighty men. Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the three, for he lifted up his spear against 300 and killed them and had a name among the three. So he also killed 300, I guess.
Okay.
But he had
It's
a
a thing to
cooler
do with this day and
name.
age.
Yeah. Of the three, he was more honorable than the other two and was made their captain. However, he didn't attain to the first three.
What? What are the
Didn't attain
politics
what?
of this?
He
Didn't attain what?
Attain to the first three.
What's
Let me-
What does the
Eugene.
message say? Yeah.
Okay.
It's 21.
Oh, I see. He never made it into the circle of the three.
Oh.
Wait, but I thought he was of the three. This is someone else?
Of the three, he was more honorable, but he didn't attain to the first three.
Yeah.
Is this a
Are there
different group of
four?
three? Are there actually four?
There are 4 3.
I see. So
He's the fourth of the three.
right. So this is Abishai, who's the brother of Joab.
Uh-huh.
He was the chief of the three. So I guess not in the three, but was made chief over them, but never got to be one of them.
So he's like their middle manager.
He's the D'Artagnan.
He's the
Not
D'Artagnan.
or not the-
No, D'Artagnan's the coolest.
Yeah. Wait. What's his name? Is that the right name? D'Artagnan's?
Yeah.
The little-
D'Artagnan was
It's the
the
little
fourth.
boy.
the fourth one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's the little boy. He's the little brother.
Did you see that movie, like the Disney movie?
Oh,
Of course I did.
Oh, God,
it's
it was so
freaking
good.
great.
We
Oh,
just
really?
rewatched it.
That's
a
how
couple
I
years
that,
ago.
D'Artagnan
that
was
generated
really
my
hot.
crush on Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was
We
that
cast
who-
Chris O'Donnell yet?
Was Chris O'Donnell D'Artagnan in that?
Yeah, he was freaking hot ass
He had
D'Artagnan.
really nice hair in that film.
He had really nice everything in that film. Putting him on the list. We gotta
Okay,
cast Chris.
okay.
We gotta get him
He's
in here.
like 75 now. Not really.
He's
but-
not 75.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Chris O'Donnell, Oliver Platt. I remember that
Yes.
freaking trailer. Yes. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Okay. So he didn't attain to the first three. So he never got to be in the three, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done mighty deeds, he killed the 2 sons of Ariel of Moab. He went down also and killed a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow.
Whoa.
In the
This
snow.
is badass.
In the snow.
Where the heck do you find a lion in the snow?
Yeah, I don't know. He killed an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high. Does anyone want to look up how tall that is?
Well,
real quick?
five of my arm.
5 of your arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
That unit of measurement that we all know.
5 of them. Yeah.
Okay. 5 of Dedeker's arms. And in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam. That thing we all
understand what it is.
Oh, I think it's supposed to be big. It's just big.
What?
A weaver's beam must be like on your big loom. Maybe it's like a huge thing.
Probably long.
Okay.
Long, yes.
Okay, so he killed this Egyptian who was a giant and had this huge spear.
Uh-huh.
And he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and killed him with his own spear.
Wait, who did this?
This is Benihana.
Benihana,
right?
Got it. Okay, Benihana, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so
The very
Benihana
same.
was a super badass and killed this guy with his own spear. Also, again, really good opportunity for some CG.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
This is
Definitely a CG snow lion at the very least.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They just like glossed over Jonathan's death, but they were like, you know what? We're going to go crazy and talk about all of these random killings of these, special boys, the three and Benihana.
Yeah, the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm sort of picturing kind of like the way that you introduce characters in something like Ocean's 11 or something, where you get like
you're getting
Yeah.
their little
snippet.
vignette.
Yeah, exactly. And then it
I
ends
see.
with like a freeze frame and then with their name that's like
Benihana.
Benihana, the giant killer, right?
Yeah,
it gives them
yeah.
like a little tagline for
Amazing.
each of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Lion
cool.
killer.
Right. These things did Benihana, the son of Jehoiada, and had a name among the three mighty men. Behold, he was more honorable than the 30, but he didn't attain to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. So he's another one who didn't make it into the 3. Okay. Also, the mighty men of the armies. Asahel, the brother of Joab. Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem. Shamoth, the Hararite. Helez, the Pelonite. Ira, the son of Ikesh, the Tekoite.
Ira Glass.
Ira Glass, yeah. Got to cast him.
Yeah.
You're showing all these badass like,
Ira,
ripped
you can be
soldiers, and then
Ira.
Ira Glass.
Then
is
Ira
like,
Glass
hey.
rolls up.
Where was I?
30.
Abizer, the Anathotite, Sibbecai, the Hushatite, Eli, the Ahohite. Sorry, Aho means like a butthole.
It means asshole or like idiot
Yeah,
in Japanese.
Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah, aho.
So an
Butthole-ite.
Ahohite, he's like from asshole town, the Ahohite. Maharai, the Netophatite. Heled, the son of Baana, the Netophatite. Ithai, the son of Ribbai, steak.
Boy, and
of
we're back.
Gibeah.
And we're back. And
Yeah,
we're back.
we're back.
And we're back.
You did say that there was going to be like 10
my
lines
goodness.
of
Yeah,
this.
Ugh.
Maybe in our reboot, this is now, we finished. So you got introduced to the characters, and then we roll credits, and this is happening in the credits.
This is the Mighty
right?
Men. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
how
we're
are we
listing.
going to do a freaking movie of what we just read before this?
So we'll find a way.
Oh my God.
I'm
Okay.
thinking, okay, bear with me. This is a little conceptual. I'm imagining a really, really long title scroll. Like Star
So it's
Wars
like Star
style,
Wars
right?
style.
Yeah.
Maybe-
But really, really, really,
Really
long.
long.
First, like
Yeah.
20 minutes of the movie is just this.
Is this, yeah, they just play it while you're getting your popcorn.
Right. They're
yeah.
And
like,
it's
just
like,
show
here's
early.
a yeah, exactly.
We're not even going to turn down the lights all the way.
No, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
Order some drinks, whatever. It's one of
It's
those.
going to be like the
Exactly.
freaking Einstein on the beach of films.
I love it. Yes, we're
They're
gonna.
like, get up in the middle, walk away. It's
Yeah,
fine.
definitely. Throw
Mhm.
spoons at the, the giant screen, please. Go nuts.
Okay, Ithai, the son of Ribbai Steak of Gibeah of the children of Benjamin, another Benihana, the Pirathonite, Hurai of the brooks of Gash, Abiel the Arbitite, Asmabeth the Barahumite, Eliabba the Shalbanite, the sons of Hashem the Gizonite, Jonathan the son of Shaggy.
Shaggy. It literally says Shaggy. Shaggy.
Probably Shaggy or something like that.
That sounds better.
Jonathan, the son of Shaggy, the Hararite. Ahiam, the son of Sakar, the Hararite, also a Hararite, I see.
Okay.
Eliphal, the son of Ur. Hefer, the Mekharatite. Ahijah, the Pelonite. Hezro, the Carmelite. Naarai, the son of Ezbai. Joel, the brother of Nathan. Just have some normal names thrown in here for
Yes.
fun. Mibhar, the son of Hagri. Zelek, the Ammonite. Naharai, the Beratite. The armor bearer of Joab, the son of Zeruiah. Ira, Glass again, the Ithrite. Gareb, the Ithrite. Uriah, the Hittite. Zabad, the son of Alai. Adina Menzel, the son of Shiza, the Reubenite, a chief of the Reubenites, and 30 with him. They don't get named, I guess. Hanan, the son of Maacah, and Josaphat, the Mithnite. Uzziah, the Ashtarothite, Shammah, and Jeiel, the sons of Hotham and Ararite. Jediel, the son of Shimri, and Joha, the brother, oh my gosh.
Oh,
And
Chase, you're
just-
falling apart.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
So
So close. Jediel, the son of Shimri, and Johannes brothers, the Tizite, Eliel, the Mahavite, and Jerubai, and Joshavia, the sons of Elnam, and Ithma, the Moabite, Eliel, and Obed, and Jasiel, the Mezobite.
Yeah.
Great.
Should we take a break?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time.
Okay.
It's time. It is time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to take a quick break so that we can refill our teas and our drinks. Emily chugged that green tea and sake
Yeah,
drink
even though
so
it's
she
so
can get
bad.
something
It's not
else.
bad. It's really, really, really rough.
Oh gosh. So we're going to take a quick break to do that. But we also want to take a moment to ask you to help support this show if it's something you love. And really the best thing you can do is just tell more people about it, right? We love having you here at these live shows. If you have friends who are a little bit behind, maybe say, subtly peer pressure them into catching up so that they can start attending the live shows. Or if you have a friend who's really far behind, convince them that they don't need to catch up and they should just join the live shows while they're still catching up.
Yeah.
And also just tell more people about the show. It really does help us a lot. And then also, if this is something that you enjoy and you want to be able to support things like our hosting costs and stuff like that, then go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. And there you can become one of our parishioners. And as a thank you, we have things like early releases of episodes, personal toasts on the show, Emily's drink recipes, although I don't recommend this one.
Nobody recommends this one. Just don't do it.
And our undying gratitude. So we would really appreciate that. And if you want to check out the live shows, go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live.
And we're back. It is time for chapter 12. Now, these are those who came to David to Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Saul, the son of Kish. Wait, are we going back in time?
I think we're setting up who his super group was. It's been with
okay.
him since the old days.
Okay.
I see. So we kind of ended that first episode with those credits, and then the second
Yeah.
episode starts, and it's more of the same, like vignettes introducing characters. Okay, cool.
Okay, so they were among the mighty men, his helpers in war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in slinging stones
Wow.
and in shooting arrows from the bow.
That's cool.
That's actually really
Pretty badass.
That's cool. Like,
Yeah.
wait,
quite impressive.
how do you shoot an arrow and also sling stones at the same time? That sounds really tough.
It's just that they're ambidextrous.
I
they
see,
can do
okay.
both sides. That would
Right
be,
hand and the left.
that would
Yeah.
be impossible to do.
Yeah, I was like,
You could,
I don't know.
You
if
could pull the
that's a
bowstring
thing.
with your teeth.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
good for your teeth. They were of Saul's brothers of Benjamin. The chief was Ahiezer, then Joash, the sons of Shema the Gibbethite, and Jeziel the Pellet. The Pellet?
And
And
pellet.
and Pellet. The son,
Jeziel and Pellet, two of our
Jeziel
friends.
and Pellet, the sons of Azmaveth, and Barach, and Jehu the Anathite, and Ishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30. And over the 30, and Jeremiah and Jahaziel. Is that the Jeremiah?
No.
Jahaziel? No. Okay. And
Jeremiah was not a fighter. He was a bullfrog.
got it.
We all know this.
And a prophet. And Johanan and Jozabad the Gederathite, and Eluzia and Jeremoth and Beliah and Sheremiah and Shephatiah the Haruphite. Fighty. Elkanah and Isaiah. It looks like Isaiah, but it's
Maybe Ishaiah.
Ishaiah. Okay. And Azariel and Jozer and Joshobim.
Oh, good.
Love that.
Joshua
Joshobim again. The Koharites.
Korahites.
Korahites.
The sons of Korah, I think, right?
Okay, the sons of
Korahites.
Korah. Yes, the Korahites. And Jola and Zebediah, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor. Of the Gadites, there separated themselves to David to the stronghold in the wilderness.
Okay, yeah. So I'm looking at the message, and he's clarifying that there were some Gadites who defected to David.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely.
So
Story, drama.
Okay, of the Gadites, they're separated themselves to David, to the stronghold in the wilderness.
And I think also it was mentioning earlier that some of these cool fighting dudes were from the tribe of Benjamin, which was Saul's tribe, but also were on David's side instead of Saul. So kind of showing how much people were into David, I think. Yeah.
They were mighty men of valor, men trained for war that could handle shield and spear, whose faces were like faces of lions, and they were as swift as the roes on the mountains. Okay.
Wait, that what?
Roes on the mountains? Roes? I know. Like roe
is
makes...
that like a deer?
Oh, is it?
Maybe
the roe,
like a doe?
Like a roe, like a doe,
it's like
but
a doe,
roe.
But a roe.
Got it.
Roe,
it's so
deer,
cute.
It is
a
cute.
really fast mountain deer.
Wow, it's a western roe deer. Yeah, they're
so
adorable.
cute.
They're really. Oh my
baby.
goodness. Oh, you guys have to see this. It's so cute. Okay. Ezer the chief, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmanah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Jonan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th. How many
Another
freaking Jeremiahs? Jeremiah the 10th, Maccabanai the 11th. These of the sons of Gad were captains of the host. He who was least was equal. He who was least was equal to 100, and the greatest to 1,000.
Dang.
These are those who went over the Jordan in the first month when it had overflowed all its banks. And they put to flight all of them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. There came the children of Benjamin and Judah to the stronghold of David. David went out to meet them and answered them, "If you come peaceably."
This is David speaking.
Oh, okay.
Can you kind of give us?
If you, sorry, there's a freaking
again
the garbage truck.
It's so again. There it is.
So cheery. Just wants your garbage.
It's like, come out.
Please.
Bring out your dead, but your garbage. Okay. David went out to meet them. So yes, there came the children of Benjamin and Judah to the stronghold of David. David went out to meet them and answered them, "If you come peaceably to me to help me, my heart shall be knit to you."
All right, because they defected. So that's why. Okay, got it.
But if you come to betray me to my adversaries, seeing there is no wrong in my hands, the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came on Amasai, who was chief of the 30, and he said, "We are yours, David, and on your side the son of Jesse. Peace be with you, and peace be to your helpers, for your God helps you." Then David received them and made them captains of the band. Cool.
He's like, "Any of you play bass?" Because they've been looking for a bass player.
Yeah, we really need
79 trombones.
Yes.
Or whatever it is.
76. Yeah, 76.
We can do another 3.
Okay, sure.
What's another 3 trombones?
Of Manasseh also there fell away some to David when he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle. Wait, this was all the way back then? But they didn't help them, for the lords of the Philistines sent him away after consultation, saying, "He will fall away to his master Saul to the jeopardy of our heads." Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, let me try to understand what's going on.
I don't know.
Okay, Manasseh also there fell away some to. Okay, so maybe
some people
from Manasseh
David.
defected to David.
Yeah. When he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle, but they didn't help them.
Lords of Philistines sent him away after consult. Yeah, does
He will fall
Eugene
away.
clarify this scene?
19.
Yeah, okay, so this is confusing. 19 says, "Some of the tribe of Manasseh also defected to David when he started out with the Philistines to go to war against Saul.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, they didn't actually fight because the Philistine leaders, after talking it over, sent them home, saying, 'We can't trust them with our lives. They'll betray us to their master Saul.'"
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Did David team up with the Philistines at some point?
I didn't think that he had, but maybe he did.
Maybe he did. This is like ringing some distant bells in the hills that I never heard them ringing.
bells.
You know,
Like a distant kawaii garbage truck.
Yeah.
Oh, so kawaii. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Manasseh, Adnah, and Jozabad, and Jediel, and Michael, and Jozabad, and Elihu,
Elihu?
Elihu, and Zilithai, captains of thousands who were of Manasseh. They helped David against the band of rovers, for they were all mighty men of valor, and they were captains in the host. From day to day, men came to David to help him, until there was a great host, like the host of God. These are the numbers of the heads of those who were armed of war.
Oh boy,
right.
another freaking scroll.
Who came to David to Hebron and turned the kingdom of Saul to him, according to the word of Yahweh. The children of Judah who were bore shield and spear were 6,800, armed for war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100. Maybe this is just a bunch of numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
Of the children of Levi, 4,600. Jehodiah was the leader of the house of Aaron, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man mighty of valor, and of his father's house, 22 captains. Of the children of Benjamin, the brothers of Saul, 3,000. For hitherto the greatest part of them had kept their allegiance to the house of Saul. Of the children of Ephraim, 20,800. Mighty men of valor, famous men in their fathers' houses. Of the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, who were mentioned by name, to come and make David king. Of the children of Issachar, men who had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brothers were at their commandments. Of Zebulun, such as were able to go out in the host, who could set the battle in array with all manner of instruments of war, 50,000, and who could order the battle array and were not of double heart. Not of double heart?
We're not like backstabbing bitches.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not going to defect like all these other guys did
I
from Saul.
see. Of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them, with shield and spear, 37,000. Of the Danites, who could set the battle in array, 28,600. Of Asher, such as were able to go out in the host, who could set the battle in array, 40,000. I just want to ask a question. How did they know how many people were there?
Oh, like who is keeping track?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, and how did they get all that information? Because there were so many different tribes.
But it's a military.
Yeah.
Like, this is all the soldiers. I imagine they would have numbers.
Some records?
Of like,
Is this public record? Could they like go to a library and find this out?
they were classified at the time, but they got declassified later on, and that's when all the tell-all books came out.
Got
from
it.
the
Okay.
former commanders.
Got it. So then they were like, I'm going to write it down all in this here damn book because that's really important.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. I feel like this guy is just making up these numbers. I'm just going to put that out
could
there.
be.
I
He very
think
well
that he
could be.
is. I think he was like, I think they'd have 40,000.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. On the other side of the Jordan, of the Reubenites and the Gadites, and of the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these being men of war who could order the battle array, came with a perfect heart to Hebron to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. They were there with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brothers had made preparation for them. Moreover, those who were near them, even as far as Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on donkeys and on camels and on mules and on oxen, food of meal, cakes of figs, clusters of raisins and wine and oil, and oxen and sheep in abundance, for there was joy in Israel.
Wow.
Probably not for long, but like, let's take it while we can get it.
Yeah, that's usually not a very long-lasting joy or peace or love or blessings or anything, really. Wow. Okay, we got some actual story.
Yeah.
We did indeed.
Yeah, kind of.
Some action. And we
some more names and
some more names
numbers
and some lists. And when David's still a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great boy that everyone still loved.
Yeah.
This is before he, became drunk on power and started killing off
people
hot
who are
ladies'
just like,
husbands.
Sleeping with whomever he
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Boy, the good old days.
Do you think they're going to review the story? Because wasn't it David who was like, I should take a census? And Yahweh was like, no. And David was like, you're right. I shouldn't take a census.
But wasn't there a
Is
time
this
when
the guy?
when someone was like, I should take a census, I'll do it, and just did it, and then Yahweh hated it?
I think that was
Saul
David.
or was that David?
I think that was David.
Why did Yahweh hate it?
We
He just
never
doesn't
knew.
want to know how
We
many
never
people
knew.
there are in the world?
Yeah.
No, in the kingdom, right? Because
In the world. No, not the world.
no, it
I
was.
love
Yeah.
this. Why
yeah.
was God so angry at David for taking the census?
Yeah.
For taking the census or creating the
For
census?
doing the census.
Doing it. Yeah, you're taking it down.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like we may be reviewing this
That-
story
It'll
again
happen.
in
Great.
Chronicles.
Okay.
So
Well,
Okay,
well,
okay.
Don't. Yeah.
Perfect.
We wouldn't want to spoil
we
that.
wouldn't want to spoil the review of the recap of the reboot of this story.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Of course not. But you know what it's time for right now?
What? Rock a clock? No.
It is time for some wisdom from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Proverbs chapter 4. Listen, sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and know understanding, for I give you sound learning. Don't forsake my law, for I was a son to my father, tender and an only child in the sight of my mother.
Who wrote this?
Usually Proverbs is attributed to Solomon, right? But that's probably not true.
Right. Definitely not actually true. But I think I did find out that this is sort of about passing wisdom on from a father to a child.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
guess that's the character.
He taught me and said to me, let your heart retain my words, keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
Get
I like that.
understanding. Don't forget and don't deviate from the words of my mouth. Don't forsake her and she will preserve you. Love her and she will keep you.
Like just some lady?
Don't just wisdom.
Oh.
Wisdom's a lady in
Got
this
it.
case.
Okay. Yeah.
Wisdom is supreme. Get wisdom.
Wow. We've said that twice now.
Yes.
That's
Though
that's like their.
It's like got milk, but get wisdom.
I like
Yes.
that. That's their ad campaign.
Exactly.
Though it costs all your possessions, get understanding. Esteem her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you honor when you embrace her. She will give to your head a garland of grace. She will deliver a crown of splendor to you. Listen, my son, and receive my sayings. The years of your life will be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in straight paths. When you go, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Take firm hold of instruction. Don't let her go. Keep her, for she is your life.
This thing of
Chill.
personifying
I know.
wisdom and instruction is weird.
It is odd. Don't enter into the path of the wicked. Don't walk in the way of evil men. Avoid it and don't pass by it. Turn from it and pass on. For they don't sleep unless they do evil. Their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall. Can you imagine
What
it just
is
like
even-
it's like I can't sleep at night unless I've done something really shitty
Oh.
to
Yeah.
somebody. Yes.
Goodness.
For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the
So
path,
violent.
But the path of the righteous is like the dawning light that shines more and more until the perfect day. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They don't know what they stumble over. My son, attend to my words. Turn your ear to my sayings. Let them not depart from your eyes. Keep them in the center of your heart, for they are life to those who find them and health to their whole body. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it is the wellspring of life. Put away from yourself a perverse mouth. Put corrupt lips far from you.
Gosh.
Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Make the path of your feet level. Let all your ways be established. Don't turn to the right hand nor to the left.
Just straight and narrow path.
Remove your foot from evil.
Like, what if you're stepping on evil, though?
I know, yeah, what if you're crushing evil with
Yeah.
your boot?
Just don't.
What if you're
Don't.
kicking
Don't do it.
evil with
Don't
your
do it.
steel-toed boot?
Wow.
Yeah, you'll become unclean. I did want to share with you some bit of the message. So thankfully, Eugene was like, you know what? This whole personifying these things as women is weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Something.
indeed.
so what if, just hear me out, what if instead we made them all street names?
What?
So
Excuse
oh,
me.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm writing out clear directions to Wisdom Way,
No, Eugene.
I'm
no.
drawing a
Eugene,
map
Stop it.
to Righteous
No.
Road.
You're, I bet he had a lot of fun with this one.
I don't want you ending up in blind alleys or wasting time making wrong turns. Don't take wicked bypass. Don't so much as set foot on that road.
No.
It's pretty
Jeez.
great.
Oh, and Any other good ones? Those are
No,
the main
those
ones?
are the main
That's
ones
it.
there.
Okay.
But it's all sort of a metaphor about getting lost or going into the wrong part of town.
I feel like
where-
I'd prefer wisdom as a lady.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
Yeah.
So I think the main lesson in that one was what? Like, don't put your foot in evil.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean,
Walk
I
on
like
the
that
straight
as
and
a
narrow path.
summary.
And it's funny
Yeah.
because the lesson from last time was don't worry about getting your foot stolen.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So don't get it stolen, and then once you have it,
Yeah, don't put it
Yeah.
on an evil's face.
so
In the face of evil.
so in the reading plan that I got this from, they have little, write-ups about the study plan for each of these. And I just want to give you this. So this is for verses 10 through 27. I just want to read you this first part. As you read Proverbs 4, 10 through 27, you probably hear Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken in the back of your mind.
No,
Dude, I did
don't.
not. I did not get that one. Let me revisit this.
I can just imagine the pastor or the person leading the Bible study saying this, and then all of the people in the study being like, "Yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
just
right.
because
Yes,
it's
it
literally
was.
just because they mentioned paths.
Yeah.
That's literally
it's
all it is. There's
that's
nothing.
A lovely, poem.
That's where the
This is
comparison,
not.
begins and ends.
Yeah, but you'll hear it in the back of your mind.
my
Oh,
God.
sure.
But these aren't just two roads that diverge in a yellow wood. They are the paths of wisdom and wickedness. It's like you're trying a little hard to make this
Yeah,
into
to make
poetry
it more
here.
poetic.
Come on,
It's
now.
not that poetic. Wow.
Woo.
Okay. Should we bring her home?
Yes, let's bring her home.
This was fun though.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
enjoying this.
Yeah, it was better than bowling through so many
Yeah.
names last week and the week before. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want to join the audience in our live stream shows, follow us on Twitch at Drunk Bible Study or go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including early releases, cocktail recipes, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study. If you enjoyed the show, take a moment to subscribe and write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group or on our Discord server at discord.drunkbiblestudy.com. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Biblecast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created by and produced by Jace Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book club. Whoa. He's got a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional.